Leaders don't fail because of sales or status or having good connections. I think the main reason leaders fail is because they make bad decisions. They make decisions that I think could be driven by their ego. What is ego? You might have heard of this word before. It's how we see ourselves. It's who we think we are. It's how we want to come across. It's what we want other people to see when they meet us. The problem with ego, it's great. Sometimes it gets things done. But the problem with ego is it can create blindness. It makes us do things that aren't real. It makes us do things like act fast, think quickly, look like we're in control, but we don't act actually with clarity. We're not leading with clarity. Without clarity, without seeing the impact of our decisions, then every decision we make could just be a gamble. We're guessing. I was once a successful HR leader. I was the global head of learning and talent development for a very successful business, one of the most successful businesses in the world. They were brilliant. And guess what? I thought I was brilliant. I was confident, agile. I'm going to say maybe I was a little overconfident at times, but I got things done. I was fast, one step ahead of everybody, and I had probably a better portfolio of delivered work than anybody else in my space. I could handle anything. I had massive, multiple projects, all in motion. Everything was getting done. I worked really hard. I played hard. I got rewarded really well for what I did. And I knew I was always right. Always right. Everything perfect. My confidence was flawed. Some people tried to tell me, and I didn't listen. They were wrong. They didn't understand what it took to get things done, to deliver, to be the best. I just wanted to look in control. I just wanted to be right all the time. I wanted to be perfect. What was the result? Well, my team, my lovely, kind, hardworking team, they didn't want to work for me. They felt like I pushed them. They felt like they weren't listened to. They weren't included in anything. My team suffered. In fact, several members of my team wanted to leave. And it wasn't because I wasn't confident. I gave them feedback. I gave clear direction. I was really nice to work with. I was charming. The main problem that I couldn't see was I couldn't control my ego. I was completely blind. All the decisions I had made in that time that I was a leader, I was blind. I feel like now, looking back at that period, and now even as an executive coach, I feel like the whole world just wants speed. We want it now. Everything seems urgent and we want to control everything. Big applause for quick thinkers. Big applause for the fast answers. Be certain, be clear and certain about your decision, but do it now. For leaders who act quickly, there are big rewards. I'm here to tell you, is it possible that perhaps all of that means nothing? It's just ego. Ego makes you look decisive, but it blinds you to what's going on right in front of you. Without foresight, without seeing everything, what are you actually leading? You're leading a reaction. It's just a reaction based on ego. I've seen ego play its part over and over. I had a career of 28 years in HR leadership. Now I'm a coach. I get to hear leaders tell me what's going wrong. Brilliant people, brilliant leaders, managers, smashing it. And these brilliant people, it just seems to me so clear. All of them trapped decisions that they made out of fear, not decisions that were made out of clarity. In fact, they almost always tell me, I wish I was clear before I decided. I wish I knew that before I decided. Clarity is what's missing. So I didn't want to help leaders continue to just deliver things, deliver projects, manage their time. I wanted to help them to think differently, completely differently. That's why I created ego-free leadership. It's a completely different space for leaders to slow the thinking down. See clearly before taking any decisions. Before you take any action, make sure you see it all, include it all. Think systemically. See the system. What's inside the system? What are all the parts? The parts I can see and the things I cannot see. And most importantly of all, be aware of the ego. Where is the ego influencing? You know, it's possible every decision you have ever made might have been shaped by the invisible things, hidden tension that was there but you couldn't see it, loyalties, things you clung to, things other people were clinging to, but they were completely invisible. What are these tensions? What do I mean by this? Well, it's things like the past, everything to do with the past, clinging to that compared with the future. It's to do with things like the old versus the new, things like being global, growing, exponential growth versus being local and relevant, wealthy, powerful versus being impactful and caring about people. There can be a multitude of invisible tensions, loyalties, secrets that are going on in your business that you can't actually see. Even AI versus humanity. What could be going on right in front of you that's influencing? And how will you decide how to make it better? You decide on the basis of urgency. If you think quickly, think urgently, you're going to look decisive. But what happens to the people who are affected by that decision? That creates massive anxiety, and you can't see that. When confidence wins, you look strong. You look like you're in control. But for those following you, they feel like they've been bulldozed. They weren't included. How could you know that? How could you see that earlier? You become selfish in these ways of leadership and you lose trust. That important entity, that important ingredient in leadership. When ego is in charge, you keep your position, your status. You're still the leader, but now you're a selfish leader. And selfish leaders lose trust. Those following you, they can't trust you anymore because you're selfish. Ego makes leaders selfish. And these tensions, loyalties, invisible things inside the system around the people that you lead, until you see all of these tensions, these loyalties, anxieties, until you see all of these things, you'll never make decisions the same way again. This is why I believe leaders don't need any more training on how to be motivated. They don't need any motivation speeches. They don't need how to manage their time. They don't need to learn how to be more egotistical leaders. What leaders really need today in such a noisy, complex, anxious time, they need a clear map to see what is visible and invisible in the spaces that they lead. To help you work out if these things are happening to you, I created the strategic tension test. This test reveals the top hidden tensions and invisible loyalties that are silently shaping your decisions, definitely shaping your decisions, without you knowing it. Because if without looking at it, without seeing it, how do you know they're there? You can download this test right now. The link is in the description. It's in the pinned comment. If what I'm saying resonates with you, subscribe, because every week I'll be sharing how you can think more strategically, manage your ego, see everything clearly, and make the best decisions you've ever made as a leader. But start right now, today. Click the link. Get the test and see whether these dynamics are actually influencing your decisions. You're going to love it.